Funding made possible through the United States Department of Justice Victims of Crime Act, 02900000016. Do not let fear keep you a victim. Seek justice.
The most important piece of advice that I'd give to a victim, whether it's a victim with disabilities or otherwise, is to report the crime and report it immediately. That is essential to a successful outcome in terms of a successful prosecution.
Despite the alarming fact people with disabilities are 3 times more likely to be victims of a crime, very few cases are ever prosecuted. Kern County District Attorney Lisa Green has prosecuted only 1 case involving a victim with disabilities in her 33 years as a prosecutor. Only 1 case.
We all have a right to safety in our environment. And if someone violates our safety, we need to speak up about that. And we need to be trained in how what is safe and unsafe and how to maintain that. And if it is violated, how do you go about letting the police officers know, or your family or someone, so that it can be investigated and it can be moved forward? But in many cases, because these are individuals who want to be liked, they want to please, they want to do what they're told, let's say they've been conditioned to do that for many years, they tend to do what someone tells them. So if someone comes up to them and says, hey, don't tell anybody about this, because if you do, there'll be a lot of trouble, the individual may very well not tell anybody about what happened to them.
We need to be telling people that no matter what your situation is, that you can be able to tell someone you trust, a care provider, a friend, a family member, someone you trust, to tell, to help you to come in, report however it makes you comfortable, whatever you want to do. But it's very important, because I've had an experience in my own life where I had a crime committed towards me sexually when I was a child, and I never reported it because I was afraid, and I was a child. I was I was raped and very scared and everything, all the emotions in one. And I was so afraid that I never reported it, that I was gang raped by 12 men, because my biological mother sold me for drugs.
Please don't be afraid to report. You're not going to get in trouble, and police officers want to help you. That's their job, and that's why a lot of them that I know get into the business to help people, to provide help for their community. So don't be afraid. They'll take the time to sit down with you and get all your information and hopefully get you some justice.
The reason why I'm sharing this with all of you out there is because I feel that it's very important for you all to know, no matter what, make sure that you report it, because I wish I would have.
Advocating. If you don't advocate for yourself, then who's going to advocate for you? But the first thing I would tell them is that these officers, they work day and night. They're on your side. They really are. But we as a community have to understand that, and we have to respect that as well. So therefore, we have to just be advocates for ourselves. And if we're not communicating with the officers or telling them every single detail that's going on, then how can they properly look into something? So.
Actually come forward. A lot of times they don't come forward, just for fear of how the police are going to react once they get there. But just come forward and do whatever you can to tell us what happened, and then we can go from there. Be able to give us good descriptions. That's really important. Whatever's involved, whether it's a vehicle or a person on foot, we need as much information as possible.
What if you feel you are not being heard?
I would say to a victim with disabilities who feel that law enforcement is not responding in a way that they would like to see, that they should persevere. That after they report the crime, if they feel that it's not being pursued appropriately, there are always supervisors who can handle that. But I would be persistent, and I would just not assume that the case is being investigated. I would follow up with phone calls and be persistent.
If you have been a victim of a crime, please call the Victim Services Unit at 661-868-2400. We can help.